Halo guys, selamat datang kembali di GusbaXD channel. Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan Kisima alah, itulah pokoknya Kisima tahun 2014. Ini cerita tentang membuat sebuah kerapel,
The bola
kerapel,
is what we call kilometer.
alat menangkap
And the
itu.
kilometer is made out of braided sinew tied onto some heavy bone which you
Duck
could
hunting.
twirl. In my case, we're catching ducks.
When we're out whaling, sometimes the ducks start flying, and they're good for duck hunting. You know, if you're a whaling crew, you can't make too much noise, so you can't use a shotgun for getting some duck soup handy. You know, so bolo was a really handy weapon to use for catching ducks. You know, the ducks fly in, you throw it up and tangles up the bird, and down they go.
Serigalanya gimana nih? Nggak bisa kok. Yeay, nggak bisa ke bawah lagi kita. Bola. Untuk memanggil spirit sini. Nice. Nah. Oh, langsung gitu ya. Cek.
Dabra tayo na igilehotik. Dibe aksya rolum ato ka ukpium achuta.
Terus saya kontrol dua barang dalam satu waktu. Bola. Keburu. Bola. Oopsie. Nah, ini gue baru kontrol. Baru ngerti kontrolnya.
Sila taane lunakingata inyukuluk kasuak. Inyukulum taudu kameo lutkakawa. Agalan ni beak siyakalwado sa pekinaksimalo. Nalif sapiak taudu kameo kilamitaw. Dabura iwaktani taudu kay.
Sekarang dikejar sama yang hancur desa kita. Annap khaslik kalwaktuk agalan igilaw ningap si kakanaksisi nyaktuk. Malako guni ublu guni wisa ublutik.
The scaredest I've ever been, I was 12 years old. We floated out on a piece of ice while we were duck hunting. It was a bluebird day, just clear blue skies. And there was 3 of us, myself, my brother, and my dad. Next thing you know, we see this dark shadow on the ice. We look and it goes behind us. So we all jumped up, startled, and my dad, he started running. We got back to the ridge there. The ice had fractured, cracked, and broke off, and we were floating away. We were drifting.
And he just
It was
happened
close
to
enough to where my dad would have made it. He stopped and he
Yeah,
thought
pick
about
up.
throwing us across, and if one of us was on the other side, we would be split up. So he stopped, and he just so happened to have a cell phone on him. 911 didn't pick up. That's the worst feeling in the world right there. 911 did not pick up. So he left a message because they record their calls. Once he had relayed that information, his cell phone died. That was the scariest moment I've ever had in my life. We were floating away and I thought we were left for dead. He kept calm during this situation. He's bringing out everything positive in this case. You know, I'm crying, my brother's freaking out. It went from clear blue to dense fog. Within a couple hours, we heard the chopper flying around, so they must have gotten our message. We thought we were saved, and then the chopper sound went away. So we lit some of the sled on fire. It's plastic. We thought black smoke in the fog would create some kind of marker. Chopper pilot had mentioned when we got rescued, you could see a glow in the fog, and he slowed down there, and sure enough, as soon as he slowed down, we got within visual. That was definitely the scariest moment of my life, was floating away and not knowing what the outcome was going to be.
Sekarang kita menunggu untuk mengantarkan ke seberang.
Nabrak kebaharuan Kisipcu. Paglan Gobit Pagabicu. Siku nalunak tok hanok igilagan niya tilang.
Tidak pernah. Sasha ko may akaluon na no. Ang nagkakubit. Nagkakabit. Kakame na no. Likat
Jalai.
We're very much aware of the climate change. And it's been for many years, even before climatologists were noticing this change, Inuit were already saying, Sila alangokto. Our climate is changing.
If the heat is going the way it is right now, for us it's going to be pretty bad. Different birds are coming, and they're coming earlier, and sometimes rain is more than what we want, because when there's more rain, we know it's going to melt the permafrost.
In my time as a young whaler, when I was 9 years old, we're hunting from ice that was about 25 feet thick. And there was giant icebergs already floating, coming by. That was the first signs of a changing climate. Ice that never broke before was now moving. Now, here it is 50 years later, we're hunting whale from ice that's 18 inches thick. There's no more thick ice.
It's creating a malfunction in our whaling season is what it is. And actually, more than that, all seasons in general.
I think we are more scientists than more people will realize. We have more knowledge of those things than people will ever know.
Agalan naman nano na aglaw.
Kalau nggak salah masih dikejar sama burung ya. Oh enggak, ini dikejar sama burung.
Duktalannya kesok. Kalu bayak.
Hunter and not hunter.
My brother was out seal hunting. He got attacked from behind and managed to grab his knife and save himself. When he came to realize, oh no, it's a mother. We've always known traditionally that we avoid killing a mother. It's always been sacred to us to protect them. He had to present himself to the council, and so he was given the job to mother the baby, and we kept it. It got so big, it went over the barricade one day and got to the dog food, and that was an indication that, brother better go teach it how to survive on its own. So he did. I really got attached to the bear because I more or less grew up with it. And some days when brother took him walking, once in a great while he'd put me on the bear and I would ride on it like a horse.
Langsung aja.
I was just happiest little girl in the world.
Ulangin lagi. Yeay. Ini lumayan seru puzzle ini.
Tapko tikisakak nannupsitranga. Asi piyumagili piksuakai. Tikisaktot. Agalan ilikjoredok. Ano kebeaktilangan nunang atimik ini.
Rolling Fox.
Nibeak siya karo alugulo. Dirigan niya kalo imaktuk. Asi takayom ang alat kaksibilyogik. Takayom igukay kaya sungin yun pukdakpaw. Ara kanohrik tema ipingit pak.
Kita tenggelam di dalam badan paus. Imajinasinya keren banget ya. Tapi ini harusnya story berdasarkan true story ini.
In Arctic Alaska, hunting is a really important part of life. It's not just about going and shooting something, it's about going and putting food on the table. But more importantly, subsistence hunting isn't just about the insular family unit, it's about feeding the whole community. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about subsistence hunting in Alaska is that people go out and they'll go get, fish, or they'll get a caribou, and they'll get, seals and whales. And one of the first things they'll do is they'll say, oh, I need to take this to the elders. This isn't just about one individual surviving or one family surviving, it's about the whole community.
We didn't just go out and kill and put in a freezer. It's like a ritual that I learned from my parents.
It's all about relationship. I don't know. I think there's a lot of camaraderie involved, and just being out on the land or being out on the ocean. It's like getting back in tune.
I'd rather be out there. To me, once I go out there, it's the world that I learn from.
Dan somehow dia tiba-tiba bisa berenang. I hope you enjoy this. Ya, jatuh. Bisa-bisanya jatuh di situ. Untung nggak jatuh. Ya, keluarin bolanya. Terakhir itu. Dan siap-siap kita dikeluarkan dari paus ini. Boleh lagi. Keluar. Itu saya nih. Terus turun dulu. ambil si bola. Gila. Oke, kayaknya video kali ini sampai sini aja. Oh, belum ya? Oh, tunggu ini deh. Tunggu move terakhir. Kayaknya nyangkut deh. Ya, ini puzzle lumayan susah di sini. Oke guys, jadi video kali ini sampai sini saja. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Dan tunggu episode selanjutnya. Bye.